All right, welcome everybody to Product Office Hours this week, September 7th, 2025. On the agenda today, we are going back to projects in ASIO, because if you want to hit the next slide. So we're doing projects in PSA powered by ASIO. Of course, the typical agendas will give you a quick overview of what Product Office Hours is for those of you who are new to this, go through a bit of housekeeping, which is important, and then I'll hand it off to Vikas and Gaurav to demo some functionality for you. And as always, keep the questions coming in the Q&A. We will answer them as we go, but we'll also demo some of them, say some of them out loud at the end. We always save time for that. So, Product Office Hours, what is it for those of you who haven't been here before, or for people who are returning? Thank you very much for being here. We really like doing this and we want to keep it going. So please keep coming. So really what this is all about is an opportunity for us, the product team at ConnectWise, to interact with you, our partners, our customers, and what we want to do is demonstrate live functionality to you, stuff that you can use today. So that's new features, standard use cases and flows, and best practices that'll help you adopt our product more quickly, and then will help us get insights from you around what we can do to improve what we have and what you need going forward. And as the slide says there at the bottom, this happens every Wednesday at this time. That's 10 a.m. Eastern, and typically we do 1 or 2 demos, and then we do 1 Q&A session, but sometimes we dedicate the whole session to a single topic. So next slide, Vikas. Key housekeeping items, recordings. If you have signed up and you're here today and you need the recording, it will be emailed to you. If you've signed up and you're watching this recording in the future because you didn't come to the live session, you know that you got the recording. Everybody who registers gets a recording. That's the important bit. We also have all of these sessions on a playlist on the ConnectWise YouTube page, and I'll have a QR code for that shortly. The rolling calendar can be found at the ConnectWise University. If you want to go there and sign up for future sessions, we usually have 2 to 4 weeks advanced sessions in the hopper that you can register for immediately. And then I'm going to go through a few troubleshooting issues, or so a few troubleshooting items in case you have a technical issue. And as always, please put your questions in the Q&A. Gaurav will be answering them in real time there. Next slide, technical troubleshooting, I think. Yes, nailed it. So guys, we use GoToWebinar. The app is the best tool for you to use. So please, if you're going to do this again, download the GoToWebinar app, use it. Use a supported browser. Chrome or Edge are best. If you are having any issues, first things first, just try reloading the web browser. The GoToWebinar gods say that solves 99% of the problems. Or you can clear your browser or cache, go to incognito mode, kind of those typical old school hitting the TV things. And if worst comes to worst, try switching your devices or networks if issues persist. And as Scotty from the education team said before we started, you also can make a sacrifice to the webinar gods ahead of time if you really want everything to work. But yeah, that's troubleshooting. Let us know in the Q&A if you have any issues. Next slide, Vikas. Here is a sexy QR code for our ConnectWise YouTube channel, so you can stay up to date on all the content anytime you want. And I think my final slide comes next. We'll find out. I'm not sure. Yeah, September schedule. There's 1 more session in the books for September. You can register there if you want, or we're going to have a QR code later. And this is with the Breakage team. So the Breakage squad is going to come on, and they're going to be doing a demo on automating your client reports, as well as giving an overview of all the new reporting features from Breakage in the ASIO platform. And those can be found at ConnectWise University if you want to sign up there. Next slide, Vikas. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Andrew. Hey, hi, everyone. I hope all of you are doing great. I'm Vikas Salor, and I'm going to take you through scheduling capabilities in project. So scheduling capabilities, which I will cover, is from the beginning when you start your project, not only when you're creating your project, when you're planning your project, until your delivery. Because it's important not only during the initial phase, but until delivery, how can you track your project? That are you on track on your delivering on your expected timelines. So we are going to cover everything which we have related to scheduling in projects, which is going to help you to efficiently manage your projects better. So first thing, as I said, like where you start your project. So we are going to discuss more about project templates, how templates can help you to schedule your project better, what all you can add into project templates so that it can help you to start your project better and then also later schedule better. Once you create your project, next thing which we are going to discuss is how you can find the right resources for your projects. All those tickets which you have in your project, who are the right people who can work on those tickets. So we'll see how you can find that. And third, once you have scheduled people, are your project going on track? How can you find that thing out? So that is the third thing we will look into. What indicator which we are providing, which can help you to find out if you are on track or not. Because if you are not, it's better to find that information in time so that you can look into those things and come back on track, right? So let's start. The first thing which we will see is how templates can help you to schedule your project better and faster. So let's see here, right? So in this, I'm on project templates. The project templates are under projects. Here you will see a list of templates. I'm just opening one of the template, which is related to network infrastructure and cloud migration. So I can provide details here so that my other team members who want to use these templates, they can go ahead and use it. And here on template work plan, I have added all my phases, all my tickets and tasks. As you can see, tasks are visible right here. You don't have to open tickets to find tasks. I have created my sub phases as needed, but my template is well organized. And not only that, I have added my budget hours based on experience on multiple projects. I have added duration, priority, work role, and work type, which will help me to schedule later. And not only this, what we have added is dependencies also. So you have duration and dependencies in Azure in project templates. And how these things are going to help you, you will find when we import these templates. Because if you have duration and dependencies, you know which task will go first and how much time it's going to take. And I can quickly create my estimated schedule. So that's the first piece of it. So we are going to create a new project and I'm going to import that template. We will see like how quick it is to create a project in Azure and then how faster it is to create a work plan if your template are there. So I'm applying a template. I can apply multiple templates in one go. Right now, I'm just applying one template, which we just discussed. And in background, it's right now calculating all those dates, starting the day I started this project. So I created this video yesterday. So you can see 16th it took for my beginning of first ticket. And it created whole schedule, the estimated schedule of how these things should go. And if I'm starting later, I can change my dates. So the moment I change dates, it's now again recalculating dates in the background. And once the dates are recalculated, as you can see the success message on the top, my all dates are recalculated till last ticket based on the dependencies and based on the duration. Now here in the last ticket, I can see on which particular day I can deliver this, or I can go into my Gantt chart and I can see visually how this my project is scheduled. These are estimated schedule right now, but that's a first success in your scheduling. That the moment you import your template to deliver in time based on your experience, the templates will help you to create your estimated schedule within minutes. So this, as you have seen, right? I just imported template and I got my estimated schedule. Now, next piece to this is how I find right people for these tickets. So for that, we are going to see capabilities which we have introduced via scheduling assistant. So scheduling assistant is very powerful and it's going to be become more powerful in coming time. So right now, what you see here is three sections. The top section tells you about the ticket, what work role is needed, what are the start date, due date. And towards left section, you can see list of all members. So I will pause here for a second. So it shows you list of all members and then you can use filters. So I use work role filter because this ticket needed to be worked by a consultant. So I'm searching for consultant and I found that Vedanti is available for 8 hours. And what I needed was the budget hours are 5. I needed someone to work for 5 hours on 1st of October, and I'm going to schedule her. Similarly, if I want to go for the next ticket, I don't have to close this. I can just simply move to the next ticket. Again, I will find, okay, consultant I need for this, who is available. I can see Vedanti is available, and the budget hours are 5. She is available for 8. She can work on this particular project, and I will schedule her again. So all these things I'm moving into her to-do list. I'm not giving any start time, end time. If I want to, I can give. Otherwise, everything which I'm scheduling here without start time and end time, it's going to her to-do list, and then she can simply drag and drop and create her own schedule at what particular time she's going to work on this particular item. Similarly, I can keep moving to next ticket, next ticket, next ticket, and keep on scheduling people. And not only that, we have a drop down which you can use to jump to any other ticket. So suppose I want to schedule this particular ticket. So I see list of people, right? But I see, okay, I need some engineer to work on this particular ticket. I will filter on engineer. I see Charlie is available. If I needed someone for 6 hours, he's available for 8 hours. And I want to add him, but he's not part of the project. So you don't have to leave this screen. I can simply assign him a role and I can add him as project team member, and he's scheduled now. So the simplicity of this is that you don't have to run behind people finding out if they are available. You use this scheduling assistant to see who is the perfect match and then schedule those people. It's going to be more advanced in future, where we are going to add capabilities to find people based on their skills and certification. Right now it's based on work role, but it's going to be becoming more and more powerful with time, where you can easily find out people availability. Let's move ahead. So I have scheduled people here, and it's based on their availability. Right side, you can see for how long, for how much more hour the person is available. Still, he's available for 2 more hours, right? Okay, so let's close this. Let's see how can I see the changes. So Vedanti is scheduled in these 2 tickets, so that's why I see her name. If more people would have scheduled, I could have shown that too. And here in Gantt also, you can see the schedules based plan. So because I schedule only 3 tickets, that's why you are seeing only 3 tickets. So visually and also capability wise, you are able to schedule right here in projects. You don't have to leave project screen to find out who are the best matches. That's the second part of it. So we have seen how you can quickly create project via template, get estimated schedule, then move to the actual schedule using scheduling assistant. Now the third piece to it, it's about how you make sure that you are on the track. What indicators we can give you so that you are aware that if there is something going wrong, so that you can take some action. So let's see that. So Vedanti was scheduled for 5 hours. Now, due to any reason, suppose I have to change dates, she might not be available for few hours, or she can't work on particular day. So I'm editing and I'm saying that, okay, instead of first, she would be able to finish this on second. She need little bit more hours because she might need to travel or etc. And I will save this. So now this is against my plan. I wanted to finish on 1st of October. If I'm finishing late, I'm going to get late from my delivery timelines. So we will show you in red that right now the schedule end date is after your due date. The schedule hours are more than your budget hours. So you're taking more time and more days to deliver this. One more thing is there, right? You can add time, and that time can also be, you might have invested more than budget hours. I expected that this thing should have finished in 5, but I spent 6 hours. So that too we are going to share here on work plan, and it will be indicated again with red. So you can see actual hours and billable hours. And in actual hours, we are going to show it in red, that we have spent more than the expected amount of time which we budgeted for. So this is how you will be able to find it on work plan. But it's not only on work plan where you can find information. Let's jump to Kanban. So Kanban itself has a lot of features which we can discuss, and the benefit of Kanban, which you are all aware. But right now, I'm just going to discuss related to scheduling. So you can see list of work which should have been done with respect to this ticket and how much extra hour I have spent. So when you hover over this, it shows you negative value, and you can find out that the budget hours was 5 and I spent 6. I spent 1 hour more. So any ticket where you spend more time, the values will be negative. Secondly, you will be able to see when this ticket should have been started. The ticket should have been started on 1st of October, and suppose today is 2nd or today is 1st, right? And you are in daily meetings. You can see, okay, which ticket we need to start, and you can move then in progress. So this is how you can find out, are you on track? If not, you can take actions. So what we have seen is beginning from templates where you quickly create your project, using scheduling assistant, you assign people, and using these indicators, you find out if you are on track or if there are some issues. So with that, I will stop and I will move to the questions. So are there some questions, Gaurav, which you feel we should answer or show a demo?
Yes, Vikas. So there is one question, I see that has been asked multiple times. So the question is about on the scheduling assistant window, right? We can see the available hours against a resource. So, from where, that available hour number is being retrieved. So, there is one question around it, and then there is a similar question, which is asking if it's fetching data, from other external sources like, MS Outlook or Teams.
Got it. So first to answer, like from where we are fetching this data. So this data is coming from PSA itself. We are not fetching it from outside. And this availability is based on their number of working hours. So suppose, let me first open this. So right now this ticket is for 1 day. So by default, the filters are for 1 day. And on 1st of October, how much hour people are available, right? And I can sort things out and find out which person is the best match based on their available hours or based on their work role. We have not integrated this yet with Microsoft or Google, your calendars. But the thing is, all the schedules which you create there are synced if you have switched on your calendar sync. So all those schedules will be there in PSA. And then from PSA, we will get these values, not separately. So in a way, we are fetching these values, but for that, you need to switch on your calendar sync. Hope that answered your question. What was the next thing, Gaurav? Was there something more to this?
No, I think that answers, Vikas.
Okay.
Yeah. There's one question around templates, Vikas, I see. So now the partners who are on PSA, they already have project templates created. So the question is, as part of ASIO, would those templates, would they need
Be
to
available here.
recreate those templates in ASIO?
Got it. No, so you don't have to do that. See, one thing which is very powerful and very helpful when you're coming to ASIO is our backend is same. So all these templates which I see here, I can find all of them if I go into my projects in PSA. So they are same. If I've created here, they will be visible in ASIO. If I create in ASIO, they will be visible here. The only difference is like here you will not get capability to add duration and dependencies, but here you will. But if you have created using this, then in backend those values are there. So if you import from projects in ASIO, or if you import those templates from projects in PSA, you will get duration and dependencies values, and your estimated schedule will be created. So not only templates, even the projects, anything which you are doing in ASIO will be synced to your PSA.
Okay. There's one question, Vikas, and we already have plans around it. Maybe you can talk more about it. So this is about having Gantt at the project board level. So we have Kanban, right, at the project board level.
Correct.
So similarly, having Gantt, at that level.
Correct. So Gantt is something which we have in plans, which we would mostly be doing in Q1 of 2026. And not only Gantt, but more features too. Right now, we only have multiple project Kanban. Multiple project Gantt will be also available. And not only that, we will also provide capability to export Gantt and work plan. The view which you see here for, let me open a project. The view which you see here, you will be able to decide which particular columns or rows you want to export. And similarly, you would be able to decide what all information you want to export. Do you want to export only phases or tasks or tickets? Like that level of capability we will provide in export also related to Gantt.
Yeah, again, around Kanban, there's one question, Vikas. Again, so what that question asks is on Kanban, we can move tickets right across different statuses, right? So that's what we are doing here on Kanban. But will we be having something around, instead of doing so moving tickets across phases within work plan? So I think that's something which
yes, we have that requirement, and it's really, I would say, innovative and interesting requirement which we would like to work on. Probably not in Q4. We are right now focused on delivering more on scheduling, dispatch portal, and my calendar. But this is something which you will definitely like to pick in Q1, where you can drag and move ticket around phases. The thing is, today this capability exists in work plan. So I understand that we are not blocked in moving tickets around, but I do understand that is more user friendly, that in Kanban, if we are able to quickly move things around. So that is something which we will definitely like to do. We already have this in plan. This is something which we got from our virtual community recommendations also about the feedback, and we will be working on that.
Right. I mean, since we have time, Vikas, so instead of typing and responding, and I'm bringing these questions here.
Yeah, that's
so there's
great.
one question.
Great, yeah.
Yeah. So there's one question, that asks, projects, that are created from a quote in PSA. So I think PSA refers to classic PSA here. So would those projects show in ASIO?
Yes, they will. So any projects which you create in Manage or in ASIO will be available at both places. As I said, the backend is same. So you don't have to worry about if I have worked something here, would I lose that work when I come to ASIO? You are not going to lose any work. And also you can work in parallel. Suppose you find that, okay, few features are good in PSA, but few features are excellent in PSA, ASIO. Let's go there, use those features. For others, let's come back to PSA. You can switch. There is no nothing like you can, if you started something in ASIO, it will be available only in ASIO. So you are free to move around. And just to share, like we are going to innovate more on convergence also. When you're converting a project from sales order, from code, so all those things will also be innovated because there are few issues there, and we are working on that. So those things will also be coming.
Okay. Then there are a few questions because I see around the access part, right? So there is one which I have already answered, but maybe we can talk more about it since it can be of interest, for the broader audience. So the question is, would these ASIO screens be available for the on-prem partners?
So currently the plan is for cloud partners, and I don't have any information or that it would be available to on-prem soon, because what we can share is like we are talking to partners because there are more benefit in coming to cloud. So that's what is in discussion, but that's the information which I can share right now on that.
Sure, Vikas. And again, like I said, there's one more around this access part where someone is mentioning that they have the super admin role in ASIO, but still they're not able to see the project management module. I mean, the related screens in ASIO.
Okay, okay. I hope they have the person who has asked the question. First, just check like if you have access to projects in PSA, because you need to have access of to projects in PSA, then only you can have access in ASIO. If that thing is there and still you are not able to see projects in ASIO, uh, email me and we can help you out. Where is the issue? And we can sort this thing out. Just help us with your email ID and we can work on it.
I think that's all, because I can see, we've been able to answer all the questions.
Okay.
Okay. I think so. Liam asked that question because, and he says he does have the access to projects in PSA.
Got
So
it.
he has shared his
We
email ID, so maybe we can check.
Sure,
I'll
sure,
make
sure.
a
I
note
have
of it.
taken, yeah. So we'll take a note and we will surely get back to you, Liam.
It looks to me like an additional question came in. Gaurav, did you get to Javier Arenas' question? It says, is there a way to see the project ticket notes by most recently added without having to go into each ticket?
Okay,
Okay.
most
There are,
recently added ticket. Sorry.
no, go ahead, Vikas. So the question is, is there a way to see project ticket notes by most recently added without having to go into each ticket?
Okay, okay. So
The ticket
which
flyout.
tickets have recently added notes? So we do have flyout, but the more specific one where you are able to find out which tickets were last updated with notes, that we don't have right now. We will take a note and we can look into that. Right now, the thing is, you don't have to leave work plan to learn more about tickets, like seeing the ticket details, adding notes and time, adding attachments, dependencies, and seeing the schedule. So there are few capabilities available here. If you want to view more, you can click on this number, or on ticket details page also, you can click on this link and it will open the same ticket in new tab. But the capabilities which you are asking for, that you are able to find out which ticket have the recent notes added, that we don't have right now, but we can definitely look into that.
Yeah, and so it looks like we've got a number of emails here and people noting, what their individual issues are. We can follow those up using the engagement report as we have all of these notes. So Vikas and Gaurav will follow up with those who have left their emails and have comments very specific to their own issues. There's only a minute and a half left, guys. So I say we wrap it up there. Vikas, if you just want to bring up the slide deck with the QR code for the next session in case people here on the line want to register for the session I described next week. So I'll just recap. Reporting in BrightGauge, we've got the BrightGauge team coming on, both the partner success and the product team, and they'll be going over automating new client reports as well as new reporting features in ASIO. So that should be an interesting, exciting session. So we hope to see you there. Just want to thank Vikas and Gaurav for the great work. Really well done, gents. And for all the questions from the partners on the call, thank you very much. Very good questions. And we will follow up with every single one of you who we have follow-ups to follow up on. There's a lot of use the word follow-up. Scotty, I think we're running down exactly on time here. So I think we've done well. So yeah, thanks again, everyone. Hope to see you next week. And we'll also have the October schedule coming out next week. 2 sessions on RMM and 2 sessions with the PSA folks. Won't be Vikas and Gaurav, sadly, this time, but we're bringing some other stuff to the table. So thank you very much, and we'll see you all then.
Thank you, everyone.
Sorry.